We're going to look at the Pilates exercise now, SwanDive. We teach 3 levels of this. The first 2 levels are very much around how we lift this head and neck up against gravity. Level 3 is quite different. That's when we're looking a lot more at our postural correction approach. So if we look at level 1, what we're doing is trying to work this upper quadrant triangle. So by that means we start with this lower trapezius. So we just draw the shoulder blades gently down and in. Gives us a nice little shoulder lift without anything happening in these upper trapezius muscles. From then, we add in our gentle chin nod from our deep neck flexor work to make sure that we're still not getting too much overactivity at the back of the neck. Now the movement actually happens here, not in the neck. Okay, we're looking for the neck to stay nice and neutral. Tegan, I want you to imagine like you've got a third eye in the middle of your forehead and it's going to keep looking down at this towel. Keeping this position through your shoulders, just tuck your tailbone a touch. Good, and from here now, breathe in and then breathe out. Floating from here, keep nice and long, keep that nice chin nod up. Good, and that's it. We're lifting that head up against gravity, hold, and then lower, down, release. Again, drawing the shoulder blades down, good. Not letting upper traps work too much. Gentle chin nod, and then from here, breathe out. Float up, up, keep your chin nod, moving here, that's it. Good. Hold and down. Good, and I'm trying to make sure that the back of the neck stays quite consistent in terms of what's happening around the muscles. So that's level 1. Level 2, we start to progress on to see what's happening with the lower C-spine. Our deep neck flexor work in level 1 very much about this upper C-spine. So to do that, we come and prop the client up on their elbows. I'm going to get rid of this towel. Good. And we make this diamond shape with the hands. The elbows come just slightly wide and slightly in front of the shoulders. And we're now propped up in this position. We let the head completely relax. Okay. So you can see with Tegan here, she's got a little bit of tightness through her dural system here, and we can see that. That's okay. We notice that. We're going to see what happens. Keep in your center. We start exactly the same. Now with SwanDive at level 2, there's 4 main teaching points. Lower trapezius, serratus anterior through a breastbone lift, our chin nod, and then we start to mobilize through the neck. Okay, so it's almost like your shoulder bridge reversed to the C-spine. So if I teach Tegan through the exercise, first thing, drawing down and in against my fingers for lower trapezius. Okay, good. Gently floating up through the breastbone. Okay, hold. And that's to get that serratus anterior to try and keep what's happening at the back of the shoulder blades here. Hold all of that. A gentle nod of the chin. Okay, and then from there, I'm going to look at walking this neck up. So from hitting slowly, slowly, walk, 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 just to here. Tegan's now looking through this diamond. We hold, we check that the upper traps aren't working too much. Keep that position. We let the head and neck lower down, and then we release. Okay. And that's SwanDive level 2. 4 main teaching points. Lower trap, breastbone lift for serratus anterior, chin nod for our deep neck flexors, and then walking. Now this hand here is giving some good facilitation on the head, and we use our tactile walking motion to try and facilitate a nice even movement through the neck. Just to that point where they can look through the diamond, hold, 3, 4, 5 breaths, and then we lower down and release. Good. Now at level 3, it's much more about this general postural retraining. So if you come back down for me, Tegan, same start position there as level 1, all the way down, all the way down. And now, we have to keep in mind, the movement will now be coming from the lumbar spine. So anyone with a spondylolisthesis or any sort of extension instability in the lower back, you are not going to do this exercise for. It's much more for that general postural dysfunction we see, principally in teenagers when they just slouch around and walk like this. So we're trying to just open them up, give them some ability to get some work into these back muscles. So from here, we start exactly the same. Draw the shoulder blades down, chin nod to get our neck position, But this time, everything is coming up. The arms are coming up with the head and neck. Okay, so you're going to be working quite hard here. The erector spinae muscles here will work, they have to. So from here, Teagues, breathe out and float up. Arms up, neck up, good. Lift, 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 lift. Keep the head, don't leave it behind. There we go, hold. And then lower down, everything lowers down together. Good, keeping these position for me, that's the way. Keep your center. And again, breathe out and float up, up, up. That's better. Watch your head. Keep long, hold. And down. Okay. So you can see that is quite a challenging exercise, and you do have to make sure you're looking after the lower back as well. We've got a cushion under the tummy here for Tegan just to give her a little bit of support, and you can do whatever you need in that relation as well.